Welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly. Today we are in the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument in the area called Coyote, Butte, and we are going on a hike that had a lot of unexpected beauty for us. So welcome and let's get into it. This is the first time Soph is wearing booties. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on, over there. Just know what they're like, but they seem to be fitting pretty good. You're dancing. You're doing a high pants.
I'm sorry, baby. You'll get used to them. Get to Daddy.
Come see Daddy. Come here. Come see Daddy with them high pants and feet. Yeah, that's a girl. That's a girl. Fine. There's a girl. That's a
Good girl. I'm freezing. I had my winter hat on, and Josh was like, just put your other hat on so that, you don't have too much to carry. Look at my backpack. I got the drone in it. My water bottle barely fits. I'm trying to warm up. And he's like, in an hour you'll be like, it's so hot. But right now, oh my gosh, I can't even barely feel my fingers in my ears.
All that. And Sophie's tearing up the trail out of sight already. So we're walking along here, and Kelly keeps cracking up because every time Sophie goes tearing off with these boots on.
They keep cracking up.
Yeah, she sounds like a horse. Ka-clump, 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 ka-clump. And then she's, it is a little funny to see initially, but yeah.
Look, you can see the van right there.
All right. Don't know if you'll be able to see that on here, but that white thing, the only white thing out there
Oh,
is
now
the van.
the sun is hitting the van. It wasn't like all morning long.
So we're trying to hike this ridge because this ridge is west facing, which is great for us for the moment. So we can hike it in the shade, because if we hike it in the sun, it's going to be so much more of a difficult thing to do. Coming back down it in the sun is a lot easier than going up it. So we're trying to time this well. We'll see how it goes. And there she is.
She's happy because she can really tear now. She's not afraid.
Yeah, she's really tearing along in her boots. Her little booties. You can hear her clump, clump, clumping.
I'm so glad we got them for her.
Yeah, they're good ones and they'll protect her feet well. She's doing her little zoomies, and she's so fast I didn't even get the camera on in time to catch her. She come running at us and I'm running away. She is a happy dog. Happy dog to be out, knowing we're going for a hike. She loves it. Don't go chewing everything. Save some energy, girl. All right? Save some energy. Come on, let's go. And she's off. So, this is what we're hiking up. This is Coyote Butte. One of them's Coyote Butte, one's Little Coyote Butte. I don't know which is which, but that is what we are walking up. And there's a trail up here that we have to, I guess, find and walk up. At least my map says there's a trail, so I'm hoping so. So we were just talking, Kelly, do that imitation again. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I can't. I'm laughing.
We were visited by there it is.
Last night, in the middle of the night, sounded like they were surrounding the van. It was so loud.
A bunch of coyotes. And they were calling to each other. It was interesting. I got this frantic shake and wake up. What's that? I'm like, just coyotes. They're not going to eat us. No. We're fine. We're safe in the van. There's no issues there. So that was...
Oh, look, here's another hole.
That was funny. Very funny. We just saw some evidence of probably a coyote digging up a nest of one of these little rodents that are... A lot of these bushes and things out here have got little almost shooting rodent nests underneath them. And the coyotes had dug in there and probably gotten the rodent, dug it out. So that reminded us of the coyotes, and that sent Kelly into howling. So we thought we'd have to tell you and show you that. There she is. She got here. She was halfway up that hill, and I set this camera to record, and she came tearing down. She's so fast. And we're off. Oh, she knows how to follow a path. We have found the track off. It's not marked at all, and it's hidden unless you're looking for it. But we found it because I'm looking for it, and hopefully this is going to take us up and over this ridge in a very clear manner. So that's the idea. I mean, so far I can see lots of footprints and stuff that has been traveled by other people. Not necessarily recently, but enough that we can hopefully find our way pretty easily. So we're coming along the path, and here's Soph, who's been racing ahead, sitting pretty waiting for us. You waiting for Mommy and Daddy? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yeah. Here she goes, look at her. She's tearing right up it. So here's Sophie the adventure dog. We've never been on this trail before. She's never been to Arizona before. And she is tearing ahead on this trail. Like, just able to follow it all on her own without even us, guiding her or telling her where to go. She is quite the adventure dog. All right, so we got a tree that's come down across the trail, and Kelly's navigating it now. Doing pretty good for a girl of middle age.
Yeah, thanks.
So we're just coming that way, and look behind me. We're in our own little slot canyon here. So this should be interesting to climb through. All right, so we're kind of at the head of the slot canyon, and the trail goes up this rock through there. So, wrong way, girl. You have to come with Daddy. You have to follow Daddy on this one. Yeah, Daddy will lead the way. I'm going to try and lead the way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. You just missed that. She just climbed this sheer bit of rock. Sideways. Like a little mountain goat. I better turn this off and get up there and show her where to go. So that was a little scrambly bit we got up. I needed my hands, so I couldn't hold the camera and do it at the same time. But Soph just went up it like a mountain goat, and she's up here waiting for us. She had no trouble whatsoever. Just had to direct her where to go, and she tackled it just fine. So we're climbing up this crevice here, and it's hard to know the trail because it's not marked in any way, so it's hard to see. I mean, there's a pile of cairns there, a short pile, but whether we go up this side or whether we climb up that is the question. I think it's going to go up this side. I'm going to try that one first, and we'll see how we go. This is some real steep ledge climbing here. Let me see if I can do it and film at the same time. So stay over here, girl. She's trying to go around me to get up here. And of course, she did. She couldn't wait. But she made it. While on her own path. Here's Kelly climbing up this little ledge here. You got it, Mommy?
It's more like a crawl.
That's fine. It's a little bit of a scramble at times, but.
Oh, look, is that another cairn?
Yep. Now we're heading up this. There's Kelly.
I'm just resting.
In the rock. So we've made a little bit of a wrong turn somewhere. We've been following cairns and there's a path and we've been following it, but it's come up this little gully here, but it should have gone around that way instead. So we're going to backtrack and find the path again. So in an effort to get back to the actual trail, we're kind of making our own trail down these gullies. We just came down that, well, Soph and I came down it, Kelly's on her way down it now. And yeah, this is where we are going, is down through here. So yeah, it's fun. I don't mind this kind of stuff. This is nice. A little bit of scrambling and all that. It's fun. All right, I think she's going to fit through this hole. She can climb right up here through this hole. I'm going to have to climb up and around, I think. And then I'll encourage her up through that hole. I think.
So go go.
Yeah. I think this might be the way to go, but oh my goodness, it's rough. Wait there a second, let me scout it out. This way, so.
Look, he came across the other side. Hi!
Hi.
You look so small up there. She didn't want to move, she was waiting for you. She's like, where's my daddy?
Alright, go to the base of the dead tree. And then hug the rock face and come up.
See, that's why that Karen is right there.
See,
She knows.
right path.
Oh, there she goes. Whoa. No falling, girl. Take your time. Oh boy. I want to go over here. Over top of this tree. It's a wee narrow.
Just hug the rock face the whole way and you're fine.
Okay.
All right, we are back on the correct path, and I'm glad that we didn't have to go the way that I went, because it was rock climbing. It wasn't just scrambling, it was rock climbing. I was having to find finger holds and toe holds and move, making sure you've always got 3 points of contact with the rock, all that kind of thing. So yeah, this is an easier trail now, except I think we gotta go up this little wall. So that could be fun. All right, so we've done a few rock scrambles. We've done a few switchbacks. Trying to climb my way up. I've got the map here on my phone. I'm actually watching it so that I can follow it, because otherwise there's so many paths leading off each direction that it'd be easy to not follow the correct one. So we're on the right path now. So hopefully, yeah, we're almost up to the saddle, and that is hopefully the worst of it done. All right, I am standing in the saddle between these two buttes. You can see behind me, which is where we've come over those ridges, and then that's one of the summits up there, and this is down the other side. In here is where they call the wave and that kind of stuff, somewhere over here. I don't know exactly where, but we are here in the saddle. It's beautiful. All the colors and contours and shapes in these rocks. Amazing. Coming around this rock outcrop, and this is the vista before us. All that rock with those horizontal lines going through them, that's all part of, I think, the wave feature that is a bit more pronounced down further that everyone seems to want to go to. But it's magnificent. trying to get back to the trail. We're following this kind of sandy bit down here. And you just kind of slide with the rocks. Take your spills as you do. Because it's really loose sand. There's Kelly coming down. And Soph's got no problem. We can get out the way before a little landslide takes us. We can go further down the trail. So all that back there behind me, that's what we've just come down.
Here comes the caboose.
Kelly said, here comes the caboose. She was coming down, her hat was falling off, her sunglasses were falling off. It was a steep, slidey trail because it was just loose sand. You literally just slide with it. It's almost like you were on a snow avalanche. So, but here we are, back on the trail. Wow. So this is not wave rock, but this is the kind of rock at wave rock. Wave rock is a bit more smooth, I think, but this is certainly wave-like and has all the same patterns in it. It's beautiful. Wow. Look at them. This is amazing. This is our little canyon. It's not on the trail. We're just kind of following it, trying to get to places. We don't know where we're going. We're just making it up as we go. So Kelly's saying this is the spot, and look at that. You can really see all the wave action in it there. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Pretty incredible.
The vertical.
So,
Oh, because it has a
time for a break.
We found a shady spot to rest. She fell in the water.
We're taking off her front booty. She didn't fall in. She went straight. You walked straight through it.
Look, that's all the sand that was in her front boot.
So that's where we've come from. All the swirls and everything on this rock all over the place are just amazing. The whole side of this thing back here is just amazing. Lots of swirls and layers all the way up this high. Incredible. Kelly's barely clinging on to the rock face here.
He was in front of me, and I was like, and he's like, come here. I was like, ah.
And every time we stop and look down there, we see new kinds of swirls and stuff in the rocks, and it's amazing, the colors and the swirls.
The view just changes every few seconds. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what makes all the years of planning.
Yeah, this is incredible. It's beautiful. And we came from that saddle over there. We came down the escarpment over there, and then down the valley. And now hopefully we're going to go back along this ridge here, make it a little bit easier.
Josh is scouting out that area, trying to decide if we're going to take this ledge or if we're going to try to make our way down. But
So here we are, trying to get down this open rock face, because the trail is down there, and how they wanted us to go was across this rock face. And I was like, no, not doing that. So I'm going down this, and then Kelly's going to follow me. Wait till I get to the bottom. Okay. this is how they wanted us to come. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So, all right, I'm gonna put this away because my girls are coming down this slope. So, we've got another slot canyon we're coming through. The trail comes through here. You really can't go anywhere else. And then we're gonna see how it climbs out of this. But, I mean, it's beautiful. All these rock structures, it's amazing hiking. It's amazing. But if we didn't have the GPS, we would never have found this trail or any of these trails. They are not marked. There's no way to know where they are. It is just a mess. Oh, there's a box slot canyon. So here's the end of it. Can't go anywhere. So my guess is we're going to go up here to the right. I guess if we're going to go up this slope because there's no other way out. Because we're not scaling that. All right, we're coming up and out of the box slot canyon because there's no other way out. This is the only way we could possibly come out. So I'll check at the top here and hopefully we're on the trail. Because if we're not, we'll have to go and find it again. But there's no other way for the trail to go. It's just too steep. I mean, if you were rock climbing, yes, but a trail is the only way to go. So we're here. We just stopped for a second trying to find the trail again. I mean, look at this. I mean, this looks like what you see when they say the Martian surface. I mean, this looks like Mars. This is crazy. We're going here, but we're going up and around this, I think. The trail goes this way. View down this valley, up into Utah there, across here into this huge wall of rock surrounding this canyon. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we've just pretty much hiked a big loop around this whole canyon. Over here is the saddle we're going to. We're going to climb up this ridge a little further and then traverse across it to the saddle and then head down the other side where we came up this morning. All my girls are dragging. Kelly's dragging. Sophie's here at my feet. She's not going ahead at all. They're just like plodding along. I mean, it is a bit of a uphill and fairly loose sand, so it's a bit of a struggle, but it's something we're gonna make. We're gonna do it. All right, Kelly, any words of wisdom at this point when you're exhausted? Nothing right now. All right, fair enough. Rolling the last little bit to the saddle. How's it feel to be up here again?
Relieved. I think I have maxed out my physical and mental abilities. Biggest challenge of my life, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Josh just switched me my backpack for the camera. He's been carrying the camera the whole time, just so I have my two hands. And but I'm getting extremely tired. So I was trying to hold that like with my arms backwards to get it off my back because I don't know. We're like 6 hours in now, Josh, at least. So I'm starting to tucker out a bit. So, we're officially off this mountain on the flat ground, heading back. Josh wouldn't call it extreme, but he would say it was hard to very hard. For me personally, it was the hardest I've ever done. And right now we're at about 6 hours. But him taking that backpack from me has helped a lot. I think I need bigger shoes, because my toes are hurting in the top of these hiking boots. I've had these boots for a while, but I don't think I've done the up and down extremes like today. I've done more just flat walking. So it's good. It was good to be challenged. I've been looking forward to a good hike, and it definitely was that. The views were spectacular. The waves, the rock formation, it's just amazing. Look at him. How's the baby? You carrying the baby in the front?
Good.
I told him you didn't think it was extreme.
No, I wouldn't call that extreme.
But you know, there were some rock fronts that you had to maneuver lots and lots up.
There's a place outside Sydney, past the Three Sisters in the Blue Mountains. And it's called the Castle. And it's quite remote. It takes probably an hour of driving from the main road to get there. You know, like this, remote. And then it takes like a half day to walk in. At one point, you've got to crawl through a tunnel of rock, pushing your pack ahead of you because it's so small. You can't have a pack on your back because it'll hit. So you're literally crawling like, you know, army crawl on your elbows, pushing your pack ahead of you to get through. And there's a lot of rock scrambling at the other end of it too to get up to the summit. That is an extreme one. But this was hard, but I wouldn't call it extreme. It was good though. I enjoyed it.
Sophie loved it.
We've had a great time. Both my passenger princesses are going to sleep well tonight. All right. Back. Yay. We made it. All the way. All right. Somebody's coming under the van because she's seeking the shade. Straight to the water. All right. We're back. We're gonna offload and get a drink. I don't know why you can see that. Kelly's back there inspecting Sophie, who is dead to the world. She's absolutely knackered after that walk. And Kelly's like lifting up, she's like lifting the pole like this, and Sophie's just like.
We found a tick on her the first night.
Yeah.
It was really, there's a bunch of blood and on the seat with me, and then I was checking her.
We found it. Yeah. Wow.
And I had to pull the tick out, but it was dead. But I don't know there was a lot of blood. So now, just check her in that little bush.
Yeah.
Give them our stats.
Our stats.
6 hours.
It's like 6 hours and 20 minutes, 8.4 miles, and then elevation was like 1,200 feet of elevation change. Because we did a lot of ups and downs.
I have flip-flops on. The tips of my toes and my nails are so tender. My shoes are too small for that kind of elevation change.
Yeah, you gotta have space at the front of your boots so your toes don't jam them when you're coming downhill, and yours just haven't got that. So.
I was disappointed yesterday. I put so much time in the van, and we like tried to go down these different trails and couldn't make it. And then this was like plan D, I think we told you yesterday. But then look, we ended up going on this amazing hike, and the pictures, and when we made it to the wave, and this hike really was 2 days we could have done, you know. So yeah, this totally made up for that. And it's just funny how sometimes you'd be disappointed about something, then it leads you somewhere else, and it's even better than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, and this was amazing in that this hike, we hiked to a place, and we saw the photos of it in the video, called The Wave. And evidently, normally people come in from the Utah side. It must be a flat way in. But you have to have a permit to go in that way. And there's like a 6-month wait. And we saw a guy on the trail, and he said he's applied for the last 4 or 5 years, and he hasn't been able to get a permit, so he hasn't been able to do it.
There's a lottery you can apply for, and a lot of people get turned down for years. And they only allow 64 people on it once, and you have to apply months in advance. So
we went in the back door and got there first time. No applying for permits required.
We didn't even know that was going to be that.
Yeah, we went in from the Arizona side, not the Utah side. And if you're willing to put in the effort to hike over the saddle of that mountain and get in there, no permit. But we did just see a park ranger. He just came down here and said that we're not allowed to stay here overnight because there's a cattle watering station right here, and the cattle won't come in if we're here, so we've got to move. And he recommended a spot further down the road, so we're gonna go down there and
what was the difference?
Check it out.
He said you're not allowed to be within a half mile of this?
Quarter mile of a cattle watering station,
because they won't come near it.
Because they won't come near it. Yeah, so we're gonna go and find ourselves a new spot.
Wow.
The Arizona Trail goes off there to the left. Utah, leaving Arizona, it says.
Wow.
Well, this wash, that gully gets washed out all the time.
We're in Utah. Just that's so weird.
First time in Utah.
Just turned a left turn and here we are.
Yeah.
So that campsite didn't look like what we were looking for. So we're driving down the road now, and we're actually in Utah. So I'm going to show you some of the footage here. It's really pretty.
A little bit of corrugation. Rattle our bones.
It's just so cool. So we're in Utah now.
Across the state line in Utah to try and find ourselves a place to camp.
The ranger gave us an idea where to go.
Yeah, he was very, very specific. And he said where he was recommending is good for our vehicle, so that's good to know. So they're still grading. We passed the grader about a half mile ago. They're still regrading all this, so it looks like there was a lot of damage from the last rains, the storms that were there.
A lot of signs about, warning of flash floods any time of year. They can just come.
Yeah.
And there's a little entrance here to one of the Arizona trails as well, and some more blocks for toilets. So,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm showing you more footage because this is like the closest we've been to any kind of mountains. Usually when we're filming them, they're much further away. But
Yeah, we're right up against this little ridge line here.
it's so cool looking. But Josh is like, there's only so much we can show them.
We don't want you to get bored of seeing red rocks, that's all.
But they're so close, I don't know. Is that rocks over there?
It's amazing. We've got red rocks on our right, and then over here, all the soil, everything is yellow. So this wash, this creek bed, or whatever this is down here, is the dividing line. Like it's like this really stark demarcation. Over there, it's completely different colored soil and rocks and everything. Just completely different.
End of a long day. I'm having soup and crackers.
Been a long day. Soup and crackers, which wouldn't be your normal first go-to after a long hike, especially out in the hot sun in Arizona. But it's like 6 o'clock at night now. We've had our showers. We're sitting on top of a little escarpment here. Let me just show you out the door. This is our view. All right, so that's our view with dinner. So
I ate all the sweet stuff and I was in the mood for savoring. This is as close as we could come up with.
and we're up top of a ridge now, and there's a cool breeze blowing. Matter of fact, when we were showering up here, Kelly goes, "Oh, I'm so cold, I'm cold."
We showered outside like for 3 days, and the air today was much cooler than it has been.
Yeah, but it's nice because we have hot water. Like the water's nice and hot. It's a beautiful way to have a shower.
Yeah.
But it's cool enough that we can think, okay, let's have some soup, and it tastes nice, refreshing. I mean, it's 75 in here, but the breeze is cool. It's got a little coolness to it, which is lovely. So we're gonna have our dinner. We're gonna finish having our dinner. We've obviously already started.
Right.
And so we're going to finish this and we're going to crash for the night. But we're going to leave this video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We loved going to the Wave and the whole Coyote Butte complex. Amazingly beautiful in so many ways that were completely unexpected. We did not expect that at all. So
These
it
are
kind
the
of,
things we've been waiting for.
yeah, caught us a little bit by surprise, and that we weren't expecting it. We were expecting to hike up towards Coyote Butte and the rocks and all that, but we didn't expect to hike into that little canyon on the other side and to have all those rock formations of the Wave and all that kind of thing. So it was unexpected and beautiful.
Spectacular.
Yeah. But it was a long hike, and well, I won't get into the whole thing here. I was having some issues with the trail that was marked in the GPS was illogical because it wasn't following natural contours. It would take you up and over a hump to the same place you could have gone on the contour around it, it made it a much easier, more enjoyable hike. But anyway, it was a little frustrating the second half of our hike because of that.
Took a little longer.
Yeah, unnecessarily so. But obviously we made it back. So, but we're gonna leave you here. So until next time, we'll see you out there.
See you out there.